Hello, everyone. Hi. I am live here with Michelle. Michelle, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Michelle Price, and I am the marketing director at 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. So, in case it's not obvious, I love paper, and I'm excited to be here to talk about paper for an hour.
Yay. So, Michelle, you guys saw Michelle yesterday on the live. Michelle is also one of our speakers. So, like you were saying yesterday, you're two people.
Yep. Yeah, I also have a personal brand, which is Bits and Pieces Paper Lab.
Yes. Yay! Hi, everybody. Okay, so I see a lot of people on. Good to see you guys. Okay, so I'm
I'm gonna
still
shift.
I'm still cutting. My husband asked me, he's like, "How's it going? Are you gonna make it?" And I was like, "I'm cutting it close." And then I was like, cutting it close." So yeah, I'm cutting it close. I'm on my last sheet, and we are cutting cardstock. So, if you guys don't know, there is a file for you guys all to download. Um, it is the um, Gather Together with Grateful Hearts. And
I've got
hold
mine
on a
cut.
second. Yep, there it is. And it's on the schedule page. So there's a link to download it on the schedule page so you guys can make one as well. Somebody said no audio. Um, hold on. Can everyone hear me? Can you guys hear us?
Can you
Sound?
hear me?
Um, hmm. Tammy says
Oh,
hi
there's.
from Southern California. Yeah, I'm with you, Tammy. It's really, really okay. Yay. All right. All right. We got a few confirmations. Okay. Everyone can hear us. Okay. Great. All right. So me and Michelle cut the same thing. Now I'm using, okay. Michelle generously gave me a $50 gift card to shop for some cardstock, and I love cardstock, and I couldn't decide because there's like so many choices. If you guys check out, let me drop the link, or actually, Michelle, are you able
Yeah.
to? Okay, great. Um, yes, really. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe they have the mute on. I was like, do I have the mute on? I hope not. Okay. And so yeah, I couldn't decide because there were so many choices. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I got. Um, and it was really fun for me to shop. So this is okay. I'm going to have you tell everyone
Yeah.
about the card stuff.
Okay.
This is
Yep.
like the wood textured.
Yeah, so you'll find this on the website. This is balsa wood, and I can actually grab links while we're talking. This is the balsa wood paper, and it's actually real wood on paper. So they like take a thin slice of wood and put it on paper, and you can cut it on your machine, which is so cool. It doesn't cut super, super intricate, but you can die cut it with metal dies, and you can
Isn't
cut
that
it with Cricut
pretty?
and Silhouette. Yeah, it's cool stuff. I'll
This
grab links
inside
for you.
plastic, you guys. These are each individually wrapped just so they won't get damaged.
Yeah.
So I'm showing it to you inside the cardstock, but let me take one of them out so you can see what the texture is
And that paper is just a little bit expensive. So I literally save like every single last scrap of it because
like.
I mean, you can always cut something real small with it. So it's,
What do you usually use it for? Like accent kind of, or
I have done, so I like to use it on things when I make cards that like something that would be real wood. Like I've used it to make a fence. I made a house, like a haunted
oh,
house out
that's
of it.
such a cute idea.
Yeah, just things that would normally be wood. I think it's fun to use it that way.
Like a little campfire or something with the little pieces of wood.
Oh, that would be so cute. Yes.
And like, isn't that nice? So just so that you guys can kind of see the texture. It's really beautiful, but I need to like save it for something really special.
I know it's pretty cool stuff, but yeah, I agree. I always tend to hoard that one because I just, like I said, I save every single scrap of it. Here, I'll drop a link to it in the chat.
And then, do you want to tell them about the giveaway?
Yes, we actually have a giveaway. I guess I don't know where that's hosted.
Okay, I will post.
Where do they go?
I'll post a link to the giveaway. It's on the giveaway page. Let me drop a link. If you guys have not entered the giveaways, don't forget, because there's they should close at the end of the day tomorrow. So there's still time.
And you can win a gift card to do your own shopping at 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop.
Yes. So this is the giveaways page, and then I will also just drop a link specifically to the 12 by 12 Cardstock Shops giveaway.
And Judy, I know Judy's in Canada and she says she wishes it wasn't so expensive to ship. I know. We're trying to figure that out because it's just, I mean, we're not making it expensive. That's just how much it is. And so we're trying to figure out international shipping.
I know. All the international shipping stuff just stinks.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
It is.
And it's mostly the duties. It's just so expensive. So, yes.
Okay, it's almost done behind me. So I'm cutting glitter behind me, and I'm praying that it I'm praying that it works because I'm doing a pretty intricate cut. So meanwhile, let me show you the other goodies.
Yeah, let's see what else you got.
All right. So I also got this pack. I couldn't resist getting this. And if you guys caught my live last week with Amy and Jen from Cricket Adventures, Amy Romeo and Jen Swift, we all did a little thing where we all just grabbed this exact same thing, and it was completely unscripted, unplanned. This awesome. Has so many gorgeous colors that I feel like are hard to find. Yeah. A lot of times, the colors that I get from Michaels and stuff are just really bold or really too intense. This has some really softer colors. Look at this blue. I look for this blue a lot, and it's really hard to find this sort of paler kind of blue. It's really pretty. It's got a really nice texture to it.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I think that might be Mediterranean blue. I'm not sure, but that's one of the things that's so awesome about. So let me back up and tell you about Encore. So at 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop, we sell Basil and American Crafts and My Colors, all the big brands. And we also have our own in-house brands, which that's what Encore is. It's specifically developed for Cricut and silhouette cutting. So it cuts just amazing. I think you'll be stunned when you try it for the first time. But the colors in it, what's so cool about it is we took that teal blue, and then there's several different shades. So if you like the monochromatic look, it's awesome to get the variety pack because you can get, you've got several shades of each color. So, and there's 100 colors in that pack.
Yes. So it does cut really, really nicely. All right, so here is the glitter that I just cut.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna test it and see. Oh my gosh, it's actually coming off really.
Yeah, this cuts really good for glitter paper. It's pretty impressive, but I'm a little nervous because that's a super intricate file.
It is I'm really testing this stuff. I'm stress testing it. So it might take me a little bit of time to get this off of my mat because it's a brand new mat. Okay, I want to show you the other stuff that I got real quick, and then we'll try to assemble this. Okay, so I got this Christmas glitter pack.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this has some really cool, like, it's not just all the same kind of glitter, it's like different. So this
Yeah. So
like,
that's our sequin glitter, and it's actually like little hexagon shaped glitters. It's really cool. And
you
that
know what
actually
this
cuts really well too.
you know what this would be perfect for is if you're doing like a little mermaid,
Oh, yes.
her fishy
Yeah.
sort of legs.
I did actually cut, we have a color called mermaid teal, which was obviously meant for making mermaids. And I did
Oh,
cut a mermaid tail from it. Yeah.
these two are gorgeous. This would be pretty for like Christmas trees.
Oh, yeah.
Or
I love the sequin glitter.
so pretty. This one I don't think is the sequin glitter. Is this different?
Yeah, that's Glitter Luxe. So we've got Glitter Luxe, which is just standard glitter paper, and then we've got sequin glitter, which is the cool sequiny stuff.
And same with this. This looks like the Lux. These two.
Yep.
So these are some great Christmas colors. It's a nice little pack for some Christmas cards and things like that. And then this is kind of giving me like New Year's party vibes.
Yes. Is that the disco party? Is that the color? Is it like gold and silver in on the same paper?
Yeah, these two. These look like a gorgeous.
Yeah.
These are so
Yeah,
pretty.
I love it. This is the problem. Like I work here and I just I get free paper all the time, but I'm like, no, one sheet is not enough. So then I'm like constantly
It was
buying
really
stuff
hard to
too.
choose. I was trying to stay within the $50 gift card that you gave me, and then I was like, nope,
Oh,
I'm just getting a bunch of different things, and I'll just pay
yeah.
the extra. It was fun for me to shop. So, oh, and then there's like a black, and then a couple of whites.
Yes. Oh, the black, that I think that's Starry Night and it has silver flecks in it too. I think that's what that is.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
So, do you
Oh,
make this one, or sorry if my microphone just popped?
oh, yeah. I think that's Starry Night. Yeah. Oh, let's see. S Cousins just said she just bought the faux leather cardstock and she loved it. And that's another cool one too. It
That's
looks like leather.
that's the next one that I'm going to show you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I told you I couldn't decide. I had to get all the different like. Michelle doesn't know what I bought, so
No, I don't.
all right. This is really cool because it looks exactly like leather, but it's cardstock. This is nuts. I don't
And it
know.
actually feels like it has kind of a soft touch feel, so it feels like leather too.
You know what this would be perfect for? A football card.
Oh, yes, that would be cool.
If you're doing like a football, that would be perfect.
Yes. Yeah, S cousin said she used it to make a card that looks like a book, which is another cool, like an old book.
Oh, that's
That would
cute.
be cool.
So yeah, this
Um,
might be good for the book texture sort of. That's
so
the black.
Colleen is asking if the glitter paper sheds. So the glitter Lux does not shed. I mean, like one or two flecks, but it doesn't fleck. It doesn't shed very bad. The sequin glitter, when you cut it, if you cut like a piece of glitter in half, it will shed off. So it sheds a little, but it's not like you're gonna have it everywhere. It's just a few pieces. So I would say it's low shed, both of them.
Low shed.
Yeah.
Not no shed. It's low shed.
Not no shed. It's low shed. Yeah. And then Jean is asking if we have a brick and mortar store, and we do not. It's all online. The warehouses are in Utah, but it's all online.
All right, let's see how this glitter came out. Okay, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Okay, let me see if I can.
Moment of truth.
I know. Okay, I'm going to clear my workspace. Whoops. What did I just do? You guys could see my messy desk a little bit. All right, here we go. Michelle, you have yours all cut out and.
I do, yeah.
All right. So can you guys see this? Okay. So I'm pulling the mat away from the paper because I don't want to ruin the cardstock here. And by the way, the glitter is touching this other cardstock, so I'll just show you guys how, like, how it sheds.
Oh my gosh, perfection!
Yes, yes. It looks so good. So this was right on top. There's maybe like 4 pieces of glitter on here. Just a little bit. It's really not bad at all. I don't know if you guys could see that. So there you go. Wow. Okay. I'm really pleased with this.
Okay, I'm so happy because you said right before we started, you said, oh, I'm not going to cut that out of glitter because this is really intricate.
Yes.
And look what happened.
Yes. It's really good. And you know what I think it is? I think because the back, and you tell me if I'm right or wrong, Michelle, the back is smooth so that when you pull it off the mat, it doesn't like hold on to the mat. I think that might be one of the things. Like, do you guys have some kind of science or like why this cuts better?
Well, part of it is that the backing is a little bit heavier than what you normally get with glitter cardstock. So we made it just a little bit heavier so that it was stable, which like those heavier cardstocks, you just have to, so you use the poster board setting as well. Is that right?
Yes. I took your advice on that one.
Yeah. So poster board does a double cut. And so it's a little bit thicker, but it will cut nicely because of that. So.
All right. Okay. So I am going to try to remember how to put this together.
Okay.
We've got several layers here.
I'm going to try to follow you.
Okay. I've got a couple more pieces to like pop out though, so let's chit chat a little bit.
Okay, let's see what questions there are. Let's see. Oh, Jean says invest in the swatch books. That's a good tip. I have them here because I also love the swatch books. Like I said, if I didn't work for 12 by 12, I'd still be their best customer because I'm obsessed with everything. So we talked about swatch books yesterday. That was my tool pick. And we do have swatch books, so you can just grab and have all the colors. I hope you can see that, but and they're labeled so you can see what color it is. And the reason I love these, this is the textured cardstock. This is all 100 colors. I love these because you can like make new color combinations. So when I was cutting out the file for this, I just grabbed my swatch book and kind of coordinated. Rather than getting out all my papers and trying to match things up, you can just use these little pieces. And I found which colors looked good together. So we've got a textured cardstock one. We have a glitter one, and this has glitter luxe and the sequin glitter. And then we also have a couple colors of like gradient glitter. So that's all included in that one. And then brand new, we just launched this like 1 hour ago. This is super, super brand new. We have 43 new colors of foil cardstock. And so this is the foil swatch.
Oh, gorgeous. Move a little closer to your face because we can't really see. Yeah.
Is that good? Okay.
Yeah.
So there's mirror, there's matte, and there's iridescent. There's just 3 different kinds.
Let me put you solo so we could see better. Okay.
Oh.
Gorgeous.
Okay, so there's mirror, there's matte, which the matte is actually my favorite because the colors are super rich. And then there's some iridescent colors, which are like holographic. Now check this out. These are the coolest papers. They like remind me of like 90s holographic stickers.
Oh, cute. Like,
aren't those fun?
Lisa Frank.
Yes. So
back to school shopping was like all about Lisa Frank.
Yes. And the Trapper Keeper. Remember the Lisa Frank Trapper Keepers?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, you were the coolest if you had those. Let's see what other questions. Oh, how much are Swatch books? They kind of range from $12.99 to $14.95. Um, let's see. Can you please post your website? Oh yeah, let me copy that again.
This top layer
Um,
is really fun to take apart.
it's pretty intricate. Let me grab a link to the Swatch books here. Okay, so ask me questions while Nancy's peeling stuff. If there's any burning cardstock questions you have, ask me and I'll answer if I can.
I have a question. How did you, so you said that you would be their best customer if you weren't, if you did. So my question is, what came first, the love of crafting, or working with the company that you work for, or like, how did that?
Oh, I've loved paper all my life, so that definitely came first. I used to, when I was a kid, I used to like ask my mom to let me buy extra office supplies, like extra pencils and lined paper, because I
Oh,
loved paper. And then I actually got my first silhouette in, I think it was like early 2000s. And this is when it was like brand new. I bought it on HSN and the files, I'd never owned like a Cricut or anything. I bought this silhouette for the first time, not knowing how to use it. And the files were $20 a file to download them, like to
wow.
download one file. So the HSN deal was it came with a gift card good for 10 downloads, which was a $200 gift card for the design store, because
Wow.
that was like to get 10 designs. And then shortly after, I think they realized their mistake and everything, got changed to like $1. So I still have a gift card left. And that was like in
You still,
2000.
is it still valued at 200?
I don't know. Yeah, no, it was a $200 gift card. And so, yeah, so I used it. I mean, I used it for a long time before I started designing my own files, and I still didn't use it all. So it was kind of funny. Okay, let's see what questions. Oh, link the file here. Yes, so this is Nancy's file, actually. Let me find it again, though.
So this is kind of a Thanksgiving file. And then I think in the file, there's also an option to do this as a heat transfer project too, if you guys want to make it like a cute pillow.
Oh, that's cute. I'm kind of afraid of vinyl, but I should probably try it.
Oh, yeah. It's fun.
At Christmas time last year, I had some vinyl and I thought, oh, I'm just going to make like those cute little pot holders I've seen everyone do because I have this vinyl for my neighbors. And then I ended up like ruining most of them and going and buying more vinyl, ruining those, buying more vinyl. I clearly need to watch some of the vinyl classes because I'm not good at it.
This top
Um,
layer is like super fun. Might have been better as vinyl actually, the top part.
what is your brand of cardstock called? It's Encore Cardstock. That's the textured cardstock. Let's see. What is the heaviest weight of cardstock that you carry? Okay, so we have a Cereal Ultra Black, it's called Cereal Ultra Black 170, and it's 170 pounds. So it's thinner than chipboard, but it's nice and thick, but it only comes in black. So if you want a range of colors, you'd want to use Basil Card Shop or My Colors Heavyweight. Those are 100 pound. So they're like heavier. So Encore and American Crafts and Basil are 80-pound weight. So those heavier weight ones, you can tell they're just a little bit heavier, and they come in lots of colors. I am assuming the Encore color cardstock is solid core. Yes, it is. It has color all the way through.
Oh, good question.
Um,
Can you
Deborah says she's a
what
oh,
that means?
sorry.
Can you explain
Oh,
what?
yeah. Yeah. So, actually, there's you. This is I'm going to get super paper nerdy here, but there's actually three kinds of core colors. There's white core, solid core, and color core. So, white core is when you tear the paper, you'll see white inside of it. Um, it's just like a preference. Some people like that. I think that white core doesn't quite cut as well, and the reason for that is because they basically take, yeah,
So this,
perfect.
um,
Yeah, you can see there's a white inside there.
yeah.
So it's cool sometimes for like decorative elements. People do it on purpose and like it for that. It's created by taking sheets of white cardstock and pressing them down and then putting color sheets on top. So when you try to cut it, sometimes you'll get the layers peeling up a little bit on the corners. You can kind of see that. So that's white core. And then solid core, basil is a solid core, and they create that by actually dyeing the paper pulp and then forming it into sheets. So if you tear a piece of basil, it's the exact same color all the way through. And then American Crafts and Encore is color core. And if you tear it, you'll see that the inside is just slightly lighter. So it's still colored and it's almost identical in color, but it's just
Okay,
slightly
so
lighter.
you guys, here's the encore. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna tear. Can you guys
See
see?
how it's just kind a little bit lighter?
I mean, it's almost the exact same color.
Yeah. So that's just
So
created.
why
They
is
take
that?
they create the paper first and then they dye the paper. So the dye doesn't get, as deep into the inside as it does on the outside.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that,
Yeah.
Michelle.
Mhm. Yeah. So yes, it is. You really would not ever notice that it's not completely the same color. But
You know, when you were little and you used to watch like Sesame Street and they would show like how crayons are made? Do you guys have videos
yes,
like that of the cardstock? I would love to see if you guys
it would
ever.
be so fun to go to the factory where it's made. I think
Yes.
that would be so cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Um, okay, let's
I
see.
didn't know the difference between you said solid core and color core, right?
Right. Yep.
So I
Yeah.
knew, yeah, I knew solid core and um, white core. White
Hmm.
white core is that one? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. What is the best way to store cardstock? Andy is asking. So, I think the biggest thing is to keep it away from the light, which
Mm.
I'm not very good at because I have it mine right by the light. But if you keep it away from the light, it won't, if it's by the light, sometimes you'll start to notice if it's been sitting there a while, the edges start to get lighter.
Do you see my dream box behind me? So
Mm-hmm.
colors were cardstock that I cut from like some cardstock that I got from Michael's. And the I have a UV light right in front of it and it's shining on the cardstock. And I started noticing it was like fading. Just after a year of being there, it was like the color actually faded so much. So
Mm.
is it UV light specifically that like fades the color or just like any bulb or any daylight sunlight?
I don't know the answer to that, but I have some that's like on one side of my craft room away from the windows and some that's by the windows, and the stuff by the windows definitely fades faster. And I should move it away from there. It's kind of my older stuff, so I usually just, use it for cutting and I'm like, oh, I just won't use the edges.
Yeah.
But
Or
so it
LED.
probably
I
is,
said UV, but I meant LED. I think it's an LED light.
yeah. Yeah, the sunlight seems to fade it faster, I think. And then the other thing is to keep it away from moisture. We actually had a customer, I've told this story before, but we had a customer that complained about Encore not cutting, which Encore always cuts. Like we never get complaints. People are usually super impressed. And so we were like, what on earth? Like, what is going on with this? And as we started digging into it more, it had been delivered and sat in the box on her porch and it
Uh,
was like during a rainstorm. So she brought it in, and the box didn't get wet, but the humidity in the air had like kind of saturated the paper a little, and so her paper was mushy when she was trying to cut it. So
Oh, oh,
if
oh.
you live, yeah, if you live somewhere where it's humid, then try to keep that, figure out how to keep the humidity down in your craft room, I would say.
All right, I'm almost
I
done.
live in,
This
you're
is my
fine.
fault because I didn't use a deep enough cut setting. So I'm like having to like literally pop out some of these pieces. Where do you live, you said? Yeah.
I live in Idaho, so it's super dry here, so it's not a problem for me.
How are the potatoes?
Oh, they're delicious. Actually, it's sometimes when I go to buy potatoes, it says like California grown, and I'm like,
What?
what the heck?
How rude.
I know.
We do
Apparently
oranges.
yeah, we ship our potatoes everywhere else. I was in California last year and we stayed in an Airbnb. I grew up in Idaho. I've always lived in Idaho. We stayed in the Airbnb and there was an orange tree in the backyard. And you would have thought I was like at Disneyland. I wanted to just sit and watch those oranges grow because I don't see that ever.
Oh, yeah. We have like a tangerine tree in our backyard, and I bought it from Costco when it was like this big, maybe. It was just like a
That's
tiny little
so
shrub.
cool.
It is huge now, like only like 6, 7 years later. Um, and the it's really really sweet, but it has seeds, which I don't like seeds.
Oh,
So I'm kind of a complainer. And then our neighbor has a lemon tree, which is like peeking over our. And
that would
so
be
I'm
so
like, please
amazing.
don't trim it because I go and I just grab lemons because technically it's on our property.
That's so funny. Yeah. Let's see what other questions we have. Let's see. Is there a project instruction sheet for this project so we can know how to assemble it since we can't see what you're doing?
That's a
Someone
good
is asking.
question. Okay, I'm going to show you as soon as I'm done with this. I'm going to show you, and this will serve as our project instructions. Because there are so basically the when you open up the file, um, the layers go from the way you read, so left to right, top to bottom. So the leftmost piece is going to be your topmost piece, and then you just
Uh-oh, I should have paid attention to that when I
oh really?
cut them out.
All right, so this is going to be a fun little experiment. Okay. The other way that you can tell is the more holes it has, the higher up it is, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
The more solid pieces are towards the bottom. The way I like to design my files is that like they're just you do as little work as possible when you're actually assembling it. So you just put the pieces together and then it ends up being something. So I'll show
I
you what I
love that.
mean in just a second.
I love that.
It's my lazy method of designing. Okay, almost there. I'm literally I have like 6 little holes to pop out.
Oh, I see what you mean. You can tell because when you lay it on top, things show through.
And
Okay, all right.
I haven't seen what colors you chose, Michelle, and you haven't seen what colors I chose. So we're going to
Mm-mm.
compare our designs. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do the foam. We might just have to glue these together.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Okay, so bottommost layer is going to be the solid. And it's kind of hard to tell which is the top and the bottom. So you at least have to know. They'll all fit together. Hold on. It helps if you have the file open in front of you just so that you could look at it.
Okay.
All right. So then the next one is going to be, so there's one piece that is brown, or two pieces that are brown. on the
Mm-hmm.
line.
Okay. I think I did glitter for
All right.
that one.
So those two pieces should fit together. So you just kind of have to like rotate it a little bit until you find where they sort of fit together.
I noticed that if I use like the top things, those little, I don't know what they are, like explosion kind of fireworky things at the top,
Yeah.
that it makes it easy. Okay.
So you just kind
Good.
of
Oh my,
find all the little ridges and then match them up.
okay.
And then we'll glue that together. Let's just fit them all
Okay.
first. Okay, and then next is green. And that fits right on top. So you'll notice that we've got a little bit of the brown peeking through in some places and a little bit of the blue peeking through. Ooh, I like the colors
Okay.
it shows.
This one's a foil.
Ooh, pretty.
Okay. So far, so good.
So far, so good. And then the red. And if you pick different colors, just this reference the original design. All right, so the red kind of goes on top like that. And then you could see all the different layers peeking through. And as you add more layers, um, the design starts to come together. It's really cool.
Fun. Are these hard to design?
Oh, who just had like a really good comment? Hold on a second. I gotta add this. Alice. I always mark a small X on the wrong side of color cardstock after removing from matte. That is genius, Alice.
Mm.
I'm gonna start doing that. Great idea.
The Encore has like it's textured on one side and then pretty smooth on the other, so you could also tell that way.
Yes, I was using that as like a helpful guide. All right, so the next color is like that lighter orange.
Okay.
Ooh, pretty.
This is fun. Okay.
I went encore all the way for all these. These are just all encore colors except for the glitter, which is the next. So the next one is the white, which I am using glitter
Oh,
to kind of make it
that
pop.
sounds cool.
Ooh, okay. I love it.
Ooh, I love the glitter for that white layer. That's smart. Okay, I just did regular white for mine.
Okay, and then finally we have this most intricate layer, which it does have some pieces that are like really delicate. You might have to like manually piece them together like a puzzle. But once you glue it on, and what's the
See if
best
my
glue? What glue do you recommend to glue on, like with the the glitter?
I really like Barely Arts glue. I don't know if you can, if I'm holding
Perfect.
that the right way, but
That's what I've got.
yeah, it has the really fine tip applicator, so it's good for small things.
So here, oops, it's kind of falling apart. Hold on.
Ooh,
Okay, once I glue it, you'll be able to see it. But do you see that?
so pretty. Love it. And here's mine. Where's mine?
Yay! Ooh, I like the colors you
Mm,
picked. So I like yours because the foil's like peeking through.
yeah, that's so fun.
Yay!
Okay.
Vivian says, I wish I could see what you're doing. Let me switch to my overhead camera for a second. Okay. Is that a little bit better? Okay, so I'm actually going to um I'll start with this top layer, but then just so that you guys could see what it looks like in this part. And it'll also give it like a little bit of time to dry. So I'm gonna just start gluing.
So when you glue on that Glitter Lux, you need to be like pretty generous with your glue
Generous.
because it needs to kind of soak into the crevices of the glitter.
Okay. Mine's a little bit clogged.
Okay, so we're gluing the top layer first. I'm going to follow you.
I'm just going to glue the top layer first, and then I'll go back and start from the bottom and work my way up.
Okay.
I'm mainly doing that just um, because I'm anxious to see what the top part is going to look like when it's glued on.
When you're using Glitter Lux, like I said, use extra glue and then also like just give it a sec. It takes a minute to like seep in and hold. So,
Well, there you go. That's
that,
another reason why we're doing that one first.
yeah.
So if you don't have the Barely Art glue, like do you have any other like little hacks? Like I've done where you can kind of where you squeeze a little bit into like a bowl or something, and then you could use like a toothbrush, not a toothbrush,
A
toothpick.
toothpick. That's exactly what I used to do before I discovered Barely Art. So here's what mine looks with all the little glue
Oh
pieces
wow,
all over. You can see how like tiny you can get your little glue dots.
yes,
All right, here we go.
pieces.
Hope I don't mess this up.
You won't. This glue is pretty quick drying, so you kind of do have to place it down intentionally.
Hmm. I do love the liquid glue for that reason though, because you do get just a second to kind of adjust.
Yeah. Now I see Leo from Dreaming Tree. He uses his finger to kind of like spread out. I don't know. I have like texture issues maybe or something because I don't want to get my fingers dirty. Although they do end up getting dirty, but like maybe
I
that's
know, I agree.
a good technique to get a smooth look there.
You could use like a makeup brush or something if you don't want to get your finger. I've never done that, but that's funny. I
Megan from Lovebird Heartworks was telling me this tip where she saw like a school teacher. She took like Elmer's glue or something, and then I think she watered it down a little bit, and then used a sponge, and kind of like I don't know, almost like got the whole entire back of the cardstock,
Wow.
like saturated it, and then it's like this whole sticky piece that you can use. I don't even know. She sent me a video. I have to look at it again.
I wonder if you could use like Mod Podge the same way. Is
Oh,
that how you say it, Mod Podge, or is that Mod Podge? I
I
don't
say
know.
I say Mod Podge because that's how it's written, but I know a lot of
Mod
people say
Podge.
Mod Podge. I think because it sounds like hodgepodge.
Yes, that's probably exactly right. Someone's asking, you can do this project with foam pieces instead of glue, correct? And yes, we're
Yes,
just gluing because we're running out of time.
yes. In fact, I think it would look really cool if you did.
Oh, Sherry says, I bought a Xyron. I thought it said apron. I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, a
It's to
Xyron.
keep from getting, yeah. So she says, I bought a Xyron to keep from getting too much glue in my hands. Works good for things that fit in it to add adhesive to the back. That's a good tip.
Good idea. I might need one of those. I feel like I have a clump inside. All right, we're almost done with this layer. I also like using glue
I
tape
got mine.
runners,
Yes.
but they don't always stick
I
as well.
Yeah, that's what I started when I way long time ago when I was a scrapbooker. I used the Tombow tape runners, and some of my scrapbooks have like fallen apart, which is pretty sad. So I switched to liquid glue probably. I used the Tombow Mono liquid glue probably like 10 years ago. And that seems like I've got dimensionals that are still holding together
Oh,
10
nice.
years.
I know
Yeah.
that's such
So
a
now I'm a
disappointment
fan.
when it comes apart after so much hard work.
It's so sad.
All right, I'm gonna flip this over now. Wish me luck.
Hey, good luck. It won't stick right away to the glitter, so you're probably okay. Oh, someone says you could also use a glue pen. That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Okay, here's another tip from Sherry. I found that if Barely Arts gets clogged, to hold and squeeze it with the bottle sideways a bit keeps it from clogging up so much. Oh, that's a good
Oh,
tip.
that's a good tip. I'm gonna have to try that. I'm getting to the end of my bottle, but I'm not quite ready to switch to my new one yet.
Yeah,
So it like, and then also when I leave it open like this, that's kind of my fault.
I do that too.
Okay, I have some areas that probably need to go down a little bit better. Oh, and then I think did I miss something?
Yeah, there's like two little pieces that you have to glue in the word grateful. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I think I missed that. Hold on. Oh, is it this? No, that doesn't look right. Is it? Maybe it is. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, so I definitely need to go over this a little bit more, but here it's upside down for you guys.
So pretty.
All right, so I'm going to put that aside, and then we're going to go to the bottom now and start to glue these pieces on together. And for this, I'm going to use my tape runner because it's not quite so intricate.
Mm.
I use the AdTech glue tape runner. I like it. My only issue is that sometimes it comes apart a little bit.
Like
Um,
it doesn't do one continuous stream. Is that what you mean?
no, I mean like sometimes like the glue doesn't hold as well as I'd like. Like it's not a
Oh,
super strong bond. So what you might consider doing is like do most of it with this and then maybe some dabs of like a stronger hold glue in some places.
that's a good idea.
All right,
Uh,
so
one of our one of our design team members, when she's gluing something to, like she's using foam and glitter, she will put the foam down and then use hot glue on top of the foam so that
oh,
it
that's a
like
good idea.
catches into the glitter. Yeah.
That's a good idea. All right.
I tried to do foam like an idiot. I tried to do foam in a rush. I can do this. I can do this. I'll just be throwing the
I I know it's gonna look way better with the foam, but yeah, it's like you kind of like want to take your time with the foam because especially with mine, I don't know. I have these little glue dots that you have to peel off the front and the back.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I have a
Awful.
couple of tips for adding dimension. Here are a couple different things. You can do the dots. That's one idea for like really small spaces. Another thing that you can use is this is like foam tape. And I like this stuff. Sorry if it's not super in focus, but um, yeah, I don't know. It's not focusing. This is like a foam tape. And I like it because you can move it around so you can kind of bend it around. And then the third thing I like to do, because I like to do a lot of shadow boxes. This is like my big shadow box tip is to use straws, drinking straws. On
What?
corners. Yeah. So, because when I do shadow boxes, they're like square. And so what I used to do was I used to take that big foam board that you buy from like the Dollar Tree for like
Mm-hmm.
presentations and reports and stuff. I used to buy that and I would just cut it into like strips. But that was just way too much work and I don't do it like that anymore. So I came across this tip somewhere. It was not my idea, but I've used it ever since. I don't know whose idea it was, but I saw it on Pinterest, and it's just drinking straws. So I just take the drinking straw and I just hot glue it onto the edges. And if you want like a smaller one, you could use like those coffee stir thingies. You could use those.
That is
And
so clever.
I got the paper ones too, so that they're like, biodegradable and all that. So yeah.
And then it just adds dimension to it. That is so smart.
And you can even cut them into like little pieces if you want it for like a smaller area or a more intricate area. So those are a couple of ways. And then Michelle, I loved your idea too with the shaker cards. Can you tell everyone, just in case they didn't see, how you did the
Yeah, so when you're making a shaker card, you need kind of like a little cavity to put your shaker bits in. And so I just cut, here I have one. This is not the file that's for the class, but like this shape right here, I would just cut like 5 of these and glue them together. And then it basically creates like fake chipboard. And you just layer them up, and then it gives you, something that's nice and dimensional to put your shaker bits in.
I
And you
love
can
that
actually
idea.
also like I think they even have it at Dollar Tree, but I know they have it at Michael's. You can buy like that, I don't know, like the kids craft foam, and you can cut, if it's not super detailed, you can cut
Oh,
like a shape like this, you could cut on your Cricut and use foam also and glue
yes,
foam together.
that's a good idea. All right, so here we gave you just guys like 5 or 6 ideas on how to cut and add dimension to your crafts, your cardstock crafts. I love the idea of the stacking because I've done shakers before, but I've always used like this foam.
Hmm.
It works great, but you have to maneuver the foam all the way around. This is almost like the cheater way of doing it, and it's super easy to like stack a bunch of cardstock together.
And it works good when so here's my project for this summit, and like imagine trying to, let me try to get that in the camera. Imagine trying to like put foam around all these little like
Oh
bends and
yeah,
holes. So
impossible.
yeah, so detailed stuff like this, it's really helpful to just cut multiple layers.
All right, so I finished. I can't believe it. Came in clutch, as the kiddos say.
You did it.
Here we go. Whoop. There we go.
I was doing foam and talking. Now I need to catch up. I'm gonna just glue my last layers.
And this was me rushing. I'm sure I could have done it neater if I was taking my time and not talking at the same time. All right, okay, so are you suggesting, okay, hold on, I missed a couple of comments. Oh, I missed a lot of comments, actually. Sorry, guys. Are you suggesting the foam or straws will just lift the layers? So I don't know if I have an example of yeah, it just adds a little bit of dimension. It just makes it look more, I don't know, 3-dimensional when you add layers and foam and stuff. Okay, I missed this conversation between Pam and Arlene. Now, you now have an excuse to go to a fast food place. I don't know, but that sounds really good right about now. So I just had to I'm like jumping in on your guys' conversation. I hope you guys are having fun. What are you guys watching today? Yay. I'm just reading your guys' comments. Oh, Georgette says she's never made a shadow box, hoping to make one soon. Yes, Georgette, I have so many shadow boxes and they're so fun. I like just putting them together and adding some straws in between. Um, oh, Jennifer Stockton, birthday girl. I used
Ooh.
straws on the Star Wonderland project today. So much easier than the foam board. Yay! I'm so glad. I think my 3-year-old just heard me say happy birthday or birthday girl, and he started singing happy birthday another.
That's so cute. Okay, I did it.
Oh,
Done.
pretty. I love the colors you chose. I actually really
I
like the
did a
dark.
little bit of foam, but not that much stuff.
I love it. So yay, here we go.
Fun.
All right, guys. All right, so we did it just in time. It's almost 12 o'clock, and I'll give you guys a few minutes, and then I'll meet you in the Zoom room, and then we can just kind of chit chat. So if you don't know, the Zoom room, let me actually just post a link. It's on the schedule page. So just go to CraftyCon. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Barbara. Go to just craftycon.com. Scroll down to where it says craft and connect. And then click on the link to join the Zoom. You're going to come on. Right when we start, I'll probably just mute everyone. But then as we go on, you can like unmute yourselves and we'll just start talking. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you for all of the amazing tips that you gave us today. Like, I learned some new stuff about cardstock and that I didn't know. I didn't know that there were 3 different types of cores. And yeah, I loved making this with you. Yay!
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you so much.
much.
All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. We'll see you over at the Zoom. Okay. Bye.